chocolate line the hallways of the department stores, and I can't say all these strays, and my ears cannot hold your anger. They're still full of yesterday. You could cradle my exhaustion or teach it to behave, and all my good deeds never made it to the spreadsheet where you keep track of all faults and flaws. Spread all the love that is in your budget. Don't waste interest on ancient grudges. I can't say all these strays, and my ears cannot hold your anger. They're still full of yesterday. You could cradle my exhaustion or teach it to behave, and all my good deeds never made it to the spreadsheet where you keep track of all faults and
Now they can hear you.
Oh,
Great. Welcome to episode 55. We are glad that you are here. I'm Sarah Donner,
I'm Michael McLean.
and welcome to our weekly show of shenanigans
Yeah.
and beautiful musical guests and painters and artists and smart people that know things that we can ask questions about in a safe space.
I have an important announcement. Today was the first day that we opened our hot tub, our hillbilly hot tub.
Yep.
We almost didn't show up for this.
Yeah,
We were
our-
just like, we were all in the hot tub going like, Daniel can just do this show without us, right?
our blood pressure is still like leveling out, I think, because yeah, I'm a little like, ooh. But that was delightful. We went
Yeah.
for a 9-mile walk down to the edge of the water, as far south as you can go in this city,
Mhm, mhm,
and then came back because we had to.
mhm.
But it was a lovely day. It was a little windy down there, but still just very lucky that we can walk down to the water.
Yeah, it was a beautiful day, very
Mhm.
sunny,
Yeah.
which I'm against in principle, but that's fine.
Yeah, I think it was cool enough and windy enough that it was
Yeah.
you were okay,
Yeah,
I suspect.
yeah, that and the copious amounts of sunscreen.
Yes, that too. But yeah, we just kind of had a chill day going
Yeah.
for a walk, and then we've got these little bits right here that have finally been weaned. They are on their solids, so we've got Squiffy, we've got doubloons, and then
And Bonnie,
And
right
Bonnie.
here, she's the leader for
and
sure.
then we've got shark bait.
Shark bait is the kind of derpy one.
She's not derpy. She's one of the leaders, I feel.
Okay, but you know what? Squiffy's definitely derpy.
Squiffy's kind of the derpy one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Um,
If you had to pick one
right.
to be the exclusive derp.
Right. Look at all our lovely friends that are here. David
Who's here?
C is here, Kate Cantrell, Sari, NL Ranger,
Hello.
Adam. Hi, Adam. I miss you, man. Karate Joe's here. Wouldn't be
Mhm.
Cube Blue without
It
Karate
would
Joe.
not.
And I feel like we're starting to get to the point in this quarantine that has been going on for a very long time, where we're seeing the light at the end of the tunnel. Like,
I got a shot this week.
she got a shot this week. Amanda got a shot this week.
Right
She's
there.
passed out on the floor over there. Like, I know Juliana Finch is coming up. She's going to play some amazing music for us. She's got 2 shots now. I think she had her second one yesterday.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like so many people.
Our guest Susan Deconcini
Yeah.
got her shot. So yeah,
Not me. They just won't give it to me, but it's fine. It's fine. You can all go to bars without me.
it's fine.
But like this, I don't know, this show has been such an important part of like this past year and a quarter, like just keeping us sane and whatever. I'm just so glad to see you all every week.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. And we're not going anywhere anytime soon, I don't think.
Well, I think it'll change.
Right. We'll get there when we
I
get
kept
there.
saying
We'll
like
talk
we're
about it.
stopping at the moment we can go out again on Saturday nights, but like what if we move it to like a Tuesday night or something, like once a month? I don't
think-
know.
I know, right?
I know, like it would be fun.
We're open to
kinda-
suggestions.
Yeah. What do you all think? What should this show turn into once everyone can actually do other things on a Saturday night? Like,
I mean, I'm still happy staying in on a Saturday night, honestly.
yeah, but we're gonna start getting gigs, and like you know how it goes.
maybe.
Like our friends will have gigs.
This is probably like July.
I've just been thinking about it
August.
because so many people are like, we're so close to the end, you know, like you and Amanda in like 6 weeks will be able to like just go out and be like, I'm immune to the virus.
What are we gonna do?
I don't know.
Go to the whaling museum? I don't know. Anyways, yeah, we'll get there when we get there.
Let us know what you think this should turn into, I think is my question to all of you lovely
Right.
folks.
That's not a question technically.
Yeah. No, wasn't it?
You
Did
said
it-
let me know what you think this will turn into.
Oh, I'm
Is that
sorry. It was a
question?
demand.
Yes, that was an imperative statement.
We do have.
Declarative? I don't know. I remember English real well.
I'm really excited about tonight's show. We have Susan Deconcini on, who is, first of all, one of my favorite people ever. And second of all, just such an amazing artist. And do you want to show? We have a very small collection of Susan Deconcini's.
Should we show them now?
Yeah, show
You want to
them.
show them
Let's
now?
just show them.
Okay.
Like, this
all
is
right. I have a
what's
cat on me,
coming
though.
up.
You'll have to take a switch.
All right, I'm gonna point this at my lap where I have all the kittens.
Susan Deconcini.
Oh, okay. So this is.
Oh, my guitar just attacked.
Oh
me.
no, this is a portrait of a leaf, which she makes these and I love them. And each painting is an individual leaf that she finds and she takes a portrait of it. And then this just
This was my birthday present.
amazing, like she does these like I don't understand how you make waves that look like that with paint. Like it's
We're
just-
gonna find out.
gonna find
She's
out. This
gonna
is-
share all her secrets.
Yeah.
Um,
So I'm excited to talk to her about that. We have Juliana Finch coming on to play music.
Yep.
Official friend of the show and official just our friend. So I'm always so excited to have her on.
I'm bleeding.
Were kitten claws involved?
No, the guitar. I
Oh, did you get stabbed by one of
the
the
strings on the guitar
Yeah.
end. Yeah, it's fine. I'll be.
Sure.
It's fine. I have a bleeding disorder, but it'll be fine.
It'll be fine. Anyway, so I'm so super excited about this show. And as always, we
Look
have
at Michael's crotch, everyone.
yeah, look at my crotch, please. We have the Damsels of Dorkington, as always, coming up to play Jackbox games with us. Amanda might just still be asleep by then, but you know, it'll be fine.
Fine.
We might have one or two other Damsels of Dorkington.
Yeah, hopefully.
Yeah,
How's things going for you, sir?
I'm great. I took a day off today, which I basically never do.
I
and
love
think
that.
it was worth it.
You
yeah.
were like this morning, can I come or you want me to go on the walk? And it was like, really? You're gonna leave your shop for 3 hours? So I think it was twice this week that we left the house and actually had to lock the doors because there was nobody here.
Yeah,
It was great.
that's like the second time that's happened during this whole quarantine.
Yeah.
We had to lock the door.
What else? Any other
Oh, well,
related news?
yeah, well,
should-
you have a show coming up on Friday, which
I
is
do. I'm
super
gonna
exciting.
Talk about that.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Do you want to just like play some music for us and we'll go on and do the thing?
Play a couple songs?
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah, that's what we do here, right? I don't know. What do we do?
Yes, I think I'm looking at the time frame of what time it is and going on. So yeah, we can do that. Did
Pierre
anyone
Kelly says Circle K crotch cam. I don't even know what that means, but I'm on board.
Circle K? Isn't that like
It's a convenience store, right?
no? Isn't that like a trademark thing, like TM or
Oh,
like
is
registered?
it?
I think so. I think. I don't know. Perhaps.
Oh,
Pierre, you need
Karate
to
Joe
explain yourself to us.
is asking if you can play Happy Birthday for Arya, whose birthday is today. Happy birthday,
Would you
Arya.
believe it that I don't know how to play Happy Birthday, but I'll sing it. I know it starts on a 4-chord, so I would start it on.
Can we just be like, Happy birthday, Arya?
Happy birthday
That was
to
good.
you.
Oh, are we singing it?
Birthday
To you. Happy birthday, dear Arya. You're the best and all that stuff.
There you go. That's a bona fide, very special birthday greeting for you. Yeah.
Are we going to get shut down for copyright violation now?
I think it's in public domain now.
Is it now?
Actually, I think
Oh,
so.
oh wow. Okay, cool.
I hope so. I mean, it doesn't matter. YouTube covers, that's why YouTube covers everything when it comes to doing, you know, copying other people's songs, unless it's Prince for some reason. I mean, there's a few artists.
Oh, you can't
that
do Prince covers on YouTube?
I think it gets taken down.
Oh.
But anyways, through YouTube, we like every time I do a cover, you know, there's a copyright warning that goes up that says you use somebody else's music, but
they actually
you'll
know
be
how
fine.
They're good at getting the rights.
They get
to
the rights and the
correct-
royalties to that
the
artist.
correct
So yeah, it's totally fine.
Yeah, they figured it out. It's
Yeah.
everyone else who's all screwed up.
All right, I played a couple songs.
Okay, I have Kittens on me.
That's
So
fine.
why
I'm
don't you just play
gonna-
some songs and we'll just like shift the camera a little bit.
Yeah,
and
that's
I'll
fine.
just
Well,
keep
this
here.
is so this guy right here, Sharkbait, actually kind of digs the guitar. So I'm just gonna do that right here. Hi. Except I'm gonna hit you in the head. If I can we scooch you?
Juliana says, everyone please cover my songs on YouTube.
You will make a walk.
So you can get those several fractions of a
a
cent.
penny. So I am planning on getting into the studio and recording some stuff at some point. Foreseeable future. So this is one of the ones that's going to be on there. It's not totally polished yet, but that's why I got to play it out. So that's how that works. It's called How I Love You. I'm gonna get you down easy. I'm gonna turn to the side. I'm gonna ghost the ghost rider. Under sheets, she confides. Better break out all the science. Better hold on to your cards. I'm better off than my better half. I'm better when I'm armed. Don't go. This is how I love you. I know you'll understand in time. So don't look back. When you look back, you see the mess I made. You know. That's not how that goes. My computer just shut off.
They don't know that.
I
though.
wasn't ready for that. Hold on, I'm gonna go back and play that chorus again. Sorry about that. Don't go. This is how I love you. I know you understand in time. So don't look back, 'cause when you look back, you see the mess I made. There we go. I'm gonna master the silence. You're gonna drown in the when you find out where my mind is. Any word can paralyze. Don't go. This is how I love you. I know it made sense in my mind. So don't look back. 'Cause when you look back, you see the mess I made. You know I'm no good, but I try. And I'm a shot
not clap.
Thank
I'm
you.
holding a phone and a
Check.
beer, but I'd clap if I didn't.
That's on brand, yeah. Thanks. Yeah, that's a work in progress. Hopefully getting into a studio. Once I have my second vaccine, I'll feel good about getting into a studio. It's so much easier, like to. I know I have a DIY space upstairs where I can do it all, but there is a certain amount, and I was talking to Kim about this in terms of like recording yourself and doing the technology while you're also trying to be a performer and be an artist. It's really difficult, and I just think that for me, I will be a better performer and a better artist if I have somebody else just sitting beside me who can press the buttons and do that kind of stuff. So I feel very spoiled too when I do it. I feel like a rock star when you get into a studio and be surrounded by all the black foam and get somebody on a headset that sounds like God, and they're like, "Are you okay in there? Are you ready for a second take?" Like, yes. And then you can stop and be like, "Cut it. I'm done with that." Oh. Okay. So one more song, and then we're gonna bring on our friend Susan. I did want to holler about a very special performance coming up on Friday, virtual performance with the Arts Council of Princeton. Over a year ago was my last live performance, and it was with the Cabernet Cabaret, which is a show that I've been doing with them for the past, I guess they said 8 years. I thought it was 6, but last year, I don't know, whatever, it doesn't count.
How does time work?
What is time? I don't know. But it's one of my favorite things to do in terms of performing, and I get together with some of my very talented, beautiful friends, and we just belt out show tunes to our heart's content. And we've put together a really, really special show coming up this Friday at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time. You can grab a ticket over on the Arts Council of Princeton website. And we're doing a full program with group numbers and solo numbers. The performances are pre-recorded, but we're going to have a lot of live interaction in between. And as the person who's been editing the video, I can tell you I was super duper anxious about this whole process because I felt that we needed some kind of shtick to make it work and to keep people interested in the show. And I was like, we need fancy backgrounds, and we need, I don't know, puppets, and we need to make sure the audience is sufficiently inebriated and have gimmicks and stuff like that. But as the person who's been editing the videos, I am here to tell you that the performances are just so good, and my friends are just went above and beyond in terms of what I thought we could produce with something that needed to be an online show. And so I can guarantee you it's going to be a good time. So I encourage you to do that. I'm going to play one of the songs right now that I will be doing for the show. And if you were a patron on Patreon of mine, I did release this one in March. But this is a song from the show Mean Girls.
Okay, Sarah, that's all sounding great in the booth here. We've got everything all set up. I think this is going to be a great promo. If you want to finish recording it, we're all set to lay down the tracks.
Thank you, God.
The God mic strikes again.
All right, here we go. I got it. All right, so I want Tristan Knotts to join your games. I will say, wait. I put it on auto scroll, and the scroll got a little carried away. There we go. So your best friend screwed you over, acted nice when she not nice. Well, I have some advice, cause it's happened to me twice. Here's my secret strategy. It always works because the world doesn't end. It just feels like it does. So raise your right finger and solemnly swear whatever they say about me, I don't care. I won't twist the knots just to join your games. I will say you make me mad, and if you treat me bad, I'll say you're bad. And if I eat alone from this moment on, well, that's just what I'll do. Cause I'd rather be me. I'd rather be me. I'd
always understand how to slap someone down with our underhand. So here's my right finger to how girls should behave. 'Cause sometimes what's meant to break you makes you brave. So I will not act all innocent, I won't fake apologize. Let's just fight and make up, not tell these lies. Let's call her damage, even clean the slate till it's like new. 'Cause I'd rather be me, I'd rather be me, I'd rather be me than be with you. I'll say no, I'll say knock it off with your ropes and your rules and your games. Those sycophants who follow you, I'll remember all their names. But they drag you down like they inevitably do. I will not laugh along with them and approve their palace code, 'cause that's not me. I don't need their good opinions, I have plenty of opinions. Everybody has opinions, but that doesn't make them true. What's true is being me, and I'd rather be me. I'd rather be me than be with you. So raise them high, 'cause playing nice and shy is insulting my IQ. I'd rather be me. I'd rather be me. I'd rather be me than be with you. I'd rather be me. I'd rather be me. I'd rather be me. I'd rather be me than to be with you. Hold on. Thanks, y'all. Susan Deconcini is coming up next. Hey girl, everybody wants to come to the show. I'm Sarah Donner.
I'm Joanna Burns.
I'm Mark Applegate.
I'm Matt Campbell.
And you need to come and see a show at the Arts Council of Princeton on April 16th. But guess what? You don't even have to come to the show. You can stay home.
I'm in
And your comfy couch.
Wearing your sweatpants.
Wear your sweatpants. Don't wear pants.
No pants.
You choose.
It might come cannonballing down from the sky, gleaming its eye, bright as a rose.
We're gonna have lots of show tunes. I mean, all show tunes.
When does this happen in the show?
When does this happen? Show what?
There are people out there unafraid of revealing.
Here's what I like most about this show so far. I love the little crazed look in everyone's eyes in their videos that I've been editing that just says, we've been in a pandemic and we've been in a house for too long.
You see my
It
cool
is
coat?
delightful. It brings me great joy.
is amazing.
I love it.
Or are
I
you
know, I may or may not have stolen it from Triangle.
who's a little bit like me?
Nobody
Who
knows.
knows deep down
Won't tell.
Love
I'm not where I'm meant to be.
And you'll see fabulous people like Matt and like Joanna and like me and thousands of kittens, all the kittens you could ever want.
Is this too bright?
What
Have I blown out my own human face? We'll
There's a
see
Taking voice
live.
lessons again.
Ah!
Just because I
Come
haven't.
see us sing. Come see us
Right.
dance. More sing than dance. Or
Come
dance
see
and
us
sing.
without pants.
Mostly safe for children.
Go to the artscouncilofprinceton.org website, grab yourself a ticket for Cabernet Cabaret 2021.
A dream that will need all the love you can give.
And you should get a ticket. And we'll see you on April 16th. 7:30?
Can we start a rap? Right, here we go.
Okay.
Europe can come, US can come, other continents can also come. The US is not a continent by itself, but it still can come to the show. Take it.
Ooh. Oh. Ooh. Ooh.
There you go, Joanna. You are right. Africa's a country and not a country or a state.
We're awesome! Come
This meeting.
Oh
It's a pretty good cat tax.
Yeah, that's what I got. Grant's allergic, so.
Yeah.
no! Look who's here! It's Susan Deconcini.
Susan Deconcini.
And a cute coat. I like it.
Yeah. It's just for the chatting part because it's velvet and very warm.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
You don't want to get paint on it.
So,
How messy
Oh,
of a
yeah.
painter are you? Is it? I know, like in scenic work,
I've
there's
gotten
supposed
a
to be
lot
messy
neater.
there. Yeah.
I've gotten a lot neater. I used to be one of those who got paint all over. Also, since I'm not scenic painting anymore and I'm painting here, I don't have a sink in my studio.
Mm-hmm.
So it's watercolors because guess what? You let your paint dry in your brush and then you just put it in water and it's all fine. So
Ooh, yeah.
also means it washes out of your clothes.
Is that like? Okay, sorry.
We
We're
should
getting ahead of
start at the
ourselves.
beginning, I guess. We've known Sue for many years.
Oh, right.
I've worked together with Sue on many theater projects, and Michael has worked with Sue,
Sue
as a
is, like,
technical director, and
You
so
are
we go way back.
absolutely
Yeah.
one of my favorite people that I used to work with in a previous career in technical theater. Like
Right.
you're just such
Yeah.
an amazing scenic painter and
Yeah.
such a wonderful person to work with.
Yeah.
And like
Can you? So for those who don't go way back with you, can you tell us a little bit about yourself and how you came to be the Susan Deconcini that you are now?
I, in my real life, not pandemic life, maybe, am a scenic artist, which basically means like when you go to the theater and you see all the sets and the backdrops and the floor and all that, someone has to paint those, and that's me. If you've seen anything at McCarter in the past 14, 15 years, I probably painted it.
And that's a theater in New Jersey.
Yes. Oh, right. You've got people all over the place.
They're all over the place.
All over the place. But anyway, that's what I do. But I also do a bunch of my own art, and I have for years. But this year has been basically, I've retreated into my lovely little studio where I have been painting nonstop. And it's been wonderful.
that's something I wanted to ask you about. Like, because so many of our technical theater friends from our old life, like current life, I don't know. Like you're just all like there's no theater happening. And so I wanted to ask you, like, how is it going? How is your quarantine? Like it sounds like you're doing some amazing stuff. Like
Well, yeah, so I am a super introvert. So I'm having a great time. It doesn't mean that everyone else that I know, even on the property, is having a great time. But I've always wondered, I've always like thought like, gee, I bet I'd make a really good studio artist. Like I can do stuff. I love to paint things. I would paint things in the evenings and on weekends after spending all day painting. So, you know what I mean? But I have found like I get up and I have my coffee and I come over here and I paint and I do it, you know, like I do the work, I get the things framed and I do post it on the social medias and update my website, and I'm really, really, really liking it. So,
I've been feeling bad because I feel like I am one of the few people, like when the pandemic happened, I was like, actually, my life works perfect for this. Things are going great. Like, like I know there's so much bad going on, but also, but like, it's been like kind of a reset where I've been like figuring out priorities and like I already work from home and I already wear a mask all day anyway. Like,
right, yeah.
And you've been selling paintings, right?
Yeah.
You've
I
been,
did
like,
really well
making
last
money as an
year.
artist.
Yeah. I mean, still, you know, figuring it out, but yeah, no, I've gotten a lot of, I was really surprised how well I did the last year, which we're going to talk about Arts Council of Princeton.
Yep.
Which your show is on the 16th and my workshop is on the 16th. So, but I've done a bunch of stuff with them this year. And so I was able to sell, I started making prints. So I had prints of some of my paintings, which sold really well. But also I think that people are reprioritizing where they're spending money. Because everyone has had so much time to be online, they're kind of paying attention a little bit more instead of, I mean, everyone's scrolling probably too much, doom scrolling. But I feel like I got so many more people saying, you know what, I want to be very intentional with how I'm spending money. And so I've gotten a lot of commissions of, oh, we went on this great hike. And I did a painting for friends that was of Upper and Lower Yosemite Falls. And it's really like beautiful. And I've gotten some people coming out of the woodwork to be like, hey, can you paint a painting of my parents' house, and I can give it to them as a present, or people's pets or things like that. So I just think people are like, I want to buy someone a present, or I want something, but I don't want it to just be a thing. I want it to be, I mean, an experience, an attachment, something like that. So it's actually been really great. I'm having a great time.
And you do pet portraits. Let's just not breeze right by that.
Show us your cats.
Please.
So I know that
cat
there's a cat tax on this show, but I cannot have a cat because Grant is allergic to cats. But I do little pet portraits.
Yeah.
Oh.
So this is
Oh, those are great.
Oh, that's amazing.
Tabby cats are so hard to paint.
So many stripes.
I'm always like, oh, really? That's if someone's like, I want a pet portrait. I'm like, no, it's a tabby.
Yeah. Well, these I really like these because what I do is I do like an ink sketch, and I use a waterproof ink, so that once it dries, you can just paint over it, and you don't have to worry about bleeding. And that's my favorite way to do that.
So before we get too far into the interview, I know that there's a painting that you did called Misty Surf that's a time lapse, and you have a composer who put music to it. Can you tell us a little bit about that? And then we're going to show folks that video.
Yeah, so there's a composer named Joseph Turin. Look him up. His music is beautiful. But he actually approached me and said, hey, I've seen your paintings around, and I was wondering if anyone had ever composed a piece of music to one of your paintings. And I was like, no, it's me in my little attic studio. No. And so he's like, well, can I? And I said, okay, great. So I do a lot of time lapses. If you go to my Instagram, you'll see, or my YouTube channel, you can see a lot of them. But so I basically edited a video of my painting process, and then the painting at the end, and he composed music to the video and then gave it back to me. So, and it turned out really, really, really beautiful. But this piece of music by Joseph Turin is composed to my actual painting.
Okay. So Daniel, do you mind throwing that up and then we can talk a little bit more about specifics about her watercolor painting and watercolor.
Water.
No.
Right.
We'll shut up. It is so incredible. Just beautiful.
That's
Thank
amazing.
you. And if you notice in the painting, I try my best to not use any white gouache or any white paint. So unless I very specifically screw up, I try. That's part of the fun of the challenge for me, is trying to keep the white of the paint clean as my bright. There's nothing wrong with using gouache. It's just part of the fun for me.
Right. So I just want to talk a little bit about, first of all, the challenge of watercolor painting. It's not like acrylics or oil where you can, it dries, you screw it up, you go back, you can do more, you can work on it. You really have to have a clear sense of what that painting is kind of from the outset, because your layers matter, because you can't go back and erase stuff. And water is like one of the most difficult things to paint.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's the thing you're known for. You're known for water.
So tell us about that
Please.
journey, and because tell us about that journey of using that medium and jumping into painting waves, which is
insane,
ridiculous.
Well, that's part of the point, because going back to the scenic artist thing and translucencies. Which the problem with a drop, you could probably
talk about translucencies, because people might not know what that is.
Okay, so a translucency, let's say a theater drop that's a translucency, means that it will be lit from behind, and so the light will glow through the painting. Now, sometimes a painting can have dark spots so that you get like a black silhouette, but a lot of times they are completely see-through, and they look different when they're lit from the back than when they're from the front. The problem is that it's almost like dyeing. You have to paint with dye almost. So you can't have any solid paint, because that will show up as a dark spot when it's lit from behind.
Right. So it's like you're dyeing the fabric, but not creating any kind of layer or any thickness with the paint. It's going to be a very thin process.
Very challenging.
Yeah.
And so a lot of times things like clouds, there are cloud drops, and they tend to be translucent. Now, clouds are something that's also very hard to paint and capture. So we had one that gave us a little bit of trouble at McCarter. And I was kind of like, dude, if this comes up again, I don't want to be scared, and I don't want to be worried about clouds. So I actually went on a whole cloud painting spree. Anyone who has followed me has seen all of those. And once I figured that out, I was like, oh, cloud. But you know what else is really, really hard? Water. Someday someone is going to come to me and say, Sue, you need to paint a translucent water drop. And I'm going to be like, no idea. And so I started doing little watercolors, because to me, in my brain, watercoloring and translucent drops, painting on muslin like that, where you need to be able to see through it, are kind of the same process. You have to think in the same ways. In fact, sometimes it's backwards from the way that you would paint something in oil or acrylic, where you build up a layer as opposed to making sure that you keep everything as translucent as possible. So that's why I started painting water. And in all honesty, it's the longest I've spent with any series before. There's something in the process of painting water that's really calming. It kind of gets you in the zone, where it's almost like Tai Chi or yoga or things like that, where you know what I mean? Like, you don't really have to think about you don't have to think about it intentionally. It's more superficially, you can think about it, and then you just it's really calming, which has been really helpful in pandemic.
So are you working from photos or off the cuff?
As of right now, I am working from photos, photo research. Some of them are my photos, and some of them are ones I like to use public domain or copyright-free photos. There's a couple really good websites that I am on, and I also have found people specifics. They usually end up being surfers, because they have the expensive cameras that are very, very waterproof, that I could never take the photos because I don't have expensive photography equipment. But I do follow specific ones. So I'm able to use that. And any picture I'm going to change the colors on. I'm going to up the contrast, and I'm going to change the colors a lot. So
yeah, that's so cool. I follow a lot of free divers, and I noticed I think you follow Paul Nicklin on Instagram.
Yes.
He's a photographer who does like incredible photos of Arctic wildlife, and he gets in a wetsuit and takes photographs. If anybody out there wants to see some amazing photographs, Paul Nicklin he's one of my favorites. I still have a book on like my wish list that's super that I want, like all the pictures of the whales. Anyways,
and also you're like at least an hour from the ocean. You're on the Delaware River, right?
Yeah, but I mean, everywhere in Jersey is close to the ocean. So.
That's true.
You know what I mean? Like, what's an hour? I actually have a piece that I did. I went on a walk with my sister in Sea Isle, and it was one of the pieces that was in the show that I just did at the Arts Council. But of course, I changed it color-wise. It was very gray in real life, and I made it like kind of vaporwave, the like pastels and stuff like that. So
yeah. I love it. So what are you using to, like, I noticed that like you kind of pencil it out first, and then are you using like a wax or some kind of something to keep things white where you want it to be white? What is that?
So I use masking fluid, which is almost like a rubber cement. Like it's kind of a little sticky. I use one that's a little bit yellow. I mean, if you can see it here, and you'll see it later, it's a little bit yellow so I can see where it is. And I use that to preserve my whites. And for a long time, I didn't use it because it would rip up my paper. And then I started buying better paper, and it started working. So sorry,
cool,
I'm
man.
sorry.
You gotta have the right tools.
I'm sorry to people who, and once you start using good paper, you can't stop. So, sorry about that. But yeah, so that's what I do. And for a long time, I didn't like it because it leaves these really hard lines. But then I learned to use, in that last video and in all of my time lapses in the recent past, there have been, it's like a scrubber brush. It's like a little scrubbery, it's a very like rigid brush. It's not soft. And so like you get it a little bit wet, and you can kind of like buff out the hard lines. So that's been my secret for all my sea foam. Yours, the painting that you have, is the first successful, like properly successful sea foam experiment that I did.
Is that upside down? Oh, it's not.
I don't know if it's upside down.
No, it's not upside down.
No, it's the right side up.
Not right side up.
I mean, there's a big
but there's one right here that's kind of a larger version of that guy.
Oh shit, that's so beautiful.
I've had folks come into my dining room, and they were like, "That's a painting." I'm like, "Yeah, it's a painting." Like, no, it's a photo.
No, it's a photo.
It's not.
Well, that's the nice thing about the monster paintings that I started doing. Like the really giant one is that from far away they might still look like a photo, but like you start getting close and you can tell it's kind of, they're almost the same. I use the same process. You just start using bigger brushes, so it makes the brush strokes more obvious.
Yeah,
I'm very much enjoying it. Painting backdrops large doesn't scare me.
So
not afraid
in a
of
way,
things
like
that are giant.
And that kind of like informs you being used to or being very adept at painting something that's going to be viewed from generally 20-30 feet away at least. You can, there's an amount of, I don't know, flexibility or
and it's kind of gestural, you know what I mean? Like I can do one big thing and the brain will understand it as what it is. You don't have to get as detailed, which is great because I'm not great at that. And also the speed of it, like I have to get this done. I got to get done. Like there's speed programmed into my head. So I try to break things down to the shortest steps that will make it look really good. So that always helps too.
Yeah.
So so what's going to happen imminently is that Juliana Finch is going to play some music, but we're still going to be able to watch you working on a painting.
I'm gonna paint this guy right here.
And what is that silhouette I'm seeing right there?
So it is I'll try it. You'll see it better before, but it's actually the underside of a humpback whale. And you won't see the whale. I'm mostly just doing, I think that this is the most exciting part of a painting is like the putting in the initial, and I work from dark to light, unlike a lot of watercolor artists, because once I get the shadows in, then everything else gets easier to kind of figure out. Because once you get the shadows in, your brain just says, okay, what makes this wave shaped correctly?
Yeah.
So that's why I chose this part, because it's the most exciting. And sadly, you're not seeing the whale, but
yeah,
if you follow me on Instagram, you will eventually see it.
I just wanted to talk real quick about palette, just because it's something that I struggle with, like putting too many colors or thinking that something needs a zhuzh of color where it isn't. Like what is your process with choose like the discipline? Like for instance, Misty Surf, I noticed like that was a very disciplined palette and that was very effective. Like how do you choose where to be a little more I don't know, push the boundaries of what you see and when to kind of pull back?
So I think that I am drawn to, the nice thing about water is that and the fact that I tend to zoom in. I really like, in the beginning, I was painting things with boats and stuff to be like, this is water, just in case you didn't know. But now I feel much more confident that you know that this is water. And even if you don't, maybe it's just a cool abstract. I don't know. But I do think that when you zoom in like that, there's a lot of it's almost like you can get something that feels monochromatic and you can pull like, oh, but the shadow is greener, but the highlight is more purple or things like that. Like if it's already limited in your image, then you're like, your brain, the brain that wants to pull color from things says, oh, that's greener. Oh, that's purple. And I really do push it. Like I say, like that photo was like, it wasn't black and white, but it was like a green version of black and white. And so anything that's blue or yellowy or that's all things that I've like said, oh, that looks just a tiny bit yellower. Yank it farther yellow.
Yeah.
So sometimes it's easy to do that because honestly, photos aren't that great at capturing. You know, like I feel like my eyes see more colors than photos catch. So I feel like I'm automatically prepossessed to up the saturation of the vibrance of any photo that's ever taken. And so I think that I just translate that into painting. So I want everything to be as saturated.
You're like a human Instagram filter.
I am. Actually, I think that people.
Are you Nashville? Are you?
I can't name any other.
That's
filters.
the only one I could think of.
But I do think that people, sometimes if you watch people who always use the same Instagram filters, or always edit their photos the same way, I think that that's how their brain sees things. So like some people, like they pick washed out blue filters. And I think that that's how they see colors.
Yeah.
It's my theory.
I just wanted to give the audience a chance if anybody had any questions, appropriate questions for Susan. You can tag me.
Or inappropriate. DM me. No, don't do that, please.
You can tag me if you have any questions for Susan. We're gonna be
Whoa, there we go.
But
I think
we disappeared for a second.
Buttons have been pressed.
Yeah. I don't know if we are still audible, but if you have a question, they can.
Oh, okay, good.
If you have a question, just at Sarah Donnerme on the chat. We wanted to talk a little bit about another passion of yours real quick.
Did we?
Buffy.
Oh.
The Vampire Slayer.
Yes, this is a chat that we were having earlier. I started listening to Buffering the Vampire Slayer, which is a podcast that I can recommend to people, which is great. But Buffy's wonderful.
I feel like you would have a lot more to say about that than I would. I haven't been an avid fan, but you.
I was an avid fan, like high school through college, like I would watch it every week with my friends and all of that stuff. And I'm very nervous to go back and watch it again because I feel like it might not hold up.
I think it holds up. It holds up in the way that if you think about things in the 90s, the thing is that things are progressing better and faster. So you can look at it and be like, it wasn't great. But I also remember being a teenager and that at that time, and that was important to me.
Mhm.
You know what I
Oh, it
mean?
was
Like,
so important to me.
so I think it'll be anything that's problematic, you'll be like, Xander, stop. Because, you know, that's one of the problematics. But
Yeah.
but I think that through nostalgia, you'll be like, that's problematic, but the show
Okay.
at large was still on the forefront of a lot of things.
Yeah.
Right, exactly. And that's part of the problem with, I would say, with Joss Whedon, is that he decided, guess what? I'm a feminist. Don't have to do any more work. And I do think that everyone else at large is part of what made Buffy great, not just Joss. That's what I'm saying.
One of the interesting things to me, I don't know if this counts as interesting. Bless you.
Thank you. I am.
Like back in the day, it was like, oh, strong women characters and the first lesbian kiss on primetime and like all of that stuff. And now it turns out like Joss Whedon's a dick bag. Like, yeah.
I think that it's in spite of, because the more stories that come out of things that didn't make it in because other people on the show put their foot down, or things that went in there and leave a bad taste in your mouth, it's good to be able to recognize those things.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I don't know.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
Yeah.
And I do have to say that that's a good thing about watching or listening to the Buffering podcast, because it's by two women. They're actually married, and they are talking about it. And one of them loved it since high school, and the other one's just like kind of watched it. She'd seen some of it, but is like rewatching episode by episode, and they really talk about it all.
Mm-hmm.
And they also talk about a lot of the metaphors that are in there for like coming out and things like that. You know what I mean? Like I just got to the episode where Buffy comes out to her mother as a Slayer, and they're talking about all these parallels and things like that. Things that meant a lot to like LGBTQ teens at that time that like completely went over my head. But for people who needed it, it was there. And that's really good stuff. So, yeah.
So do you listen to podcasts while you paint, or music, or?
Okay, so doing the larger paintings, I can't put my computer on my desk. So I actually have my iPad that I'll put the photo up on. And my iPad was what I was watching shows on, but now that I need it for photos, now I listen to podcasts instead.
Did you say iPod?
iPad.
Oh, iPad. Okay.
So
Sorry.
I never told you, but
Do you want to tell me now? Are we
when
going to release some
so
secrets?
that Susan Deconcini over there, that hangs on our wall. Susan was watching Lost in Space while you painted it. I believe.
The new Lost in Space on Netflix. That's it. So a lot of times when I look at my paintings, I can it's ingrained with what I was watching or listening to.
Yeah, that's super rad. Well, I think what?
I have a last question for you.
Yeah.
So when theaters open back up again, are you gonna be like, fuck off? Like, I'm just gonna keep doing my painting thing, or are you gonna?
I mean, nobody knows what's going to happen. As far as Mark Carter goes, I do think that of course, they're going to open again because they have a large enough endowment that I'd be really mad if they went under. But
I never even
it's going to be a
considered they might
trickle.
go under. Yeah.
I think it's going to be a trickle. They are starting to do some like smaller projects to like start to open, but I do think they're not like, it's not like everybody gets their job back right now. So I'm sure that Grant will get work before I do.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know, man. I don't know.
Yeah.
I really, really like this. I really like the art. And even what I'm just trying to work towards is like trying to set up enough things that are automatically happening that it's easy to do half and half if I need to. Mm-hmm. But I really fallen in love with the whole studio artist thing. So if I can make it work, I'd really like to be an artist.
Yeah.
It's not like I hate scenic painting. I'm good at working by myself and getting things done. And that's a nice thing that I've learned about pandemic life, you know?
Well, and I imagine it's nice to have your own be working under your own creative impetus and not have to, like when you're working in the theater, you are working with a designer and you are trying to realize somebody else's vision, and it's there's a limit.
Right, and some people, that's like what they love. They're like, I don't want to think up the project, but I really love the figuring out of the project. And I get that, like I enjoy that too, but like I don't need that. I don't need someone to give me something to, and that's kind of what commissions are, in honesty. You know what I mean? But the nice thing is that somebody is giving you something and saying, I like your art, do it your way.
Yeah.
And so I've never had anyone be disappointed so far in anything that I've done. So
yeah.
I have 2 questions.
Okay.
And then we're gonna watch Sue painting.
Sue's gonna paint and Juliana is gonna
play music. And then we'll chat with Sue again. It'll be great. So a couple of things. There's people in chat asking, where do we go if we want to commission you to do a painting, etc.
If you go on my website, I have a commission section, I have watercolor section, I have a shop that's not great, but if there's anything you like, just there's email buttons up in the corner and contact me things, and it'll email me through my website. And I'm here in my studio all day long, so I will answer your email pretty promptly.
Our friend Rob says he would love to have one of his photos be inspiration for your work.
Hey,
people are asking about cat portraits.
Oh, I have a quick nerdy question, just because I need to make some prints. How do you go about making prints of your artwork? Do you have to send it somewhere, or do you go to like Staples?
I've done a bunch of those things. I have a nicer like Epson printer that does an okay job. It's a little annoying because it's me sitting there going print. And it's not great for like large, like, I want to print out 50 of things, because then you just have to buy tankards of ink. I'm actually thinking about, and if people have opinions, shoot them at me, but like something like Society 6 or Green Box, I want to say, like, I just want to, maybe I'll try and do things and then get one to make sure it's okay. You know what I mean? Like I get nervous about sending things where it's like, I don't want them to print things out without me saying, yeah, that's the right color. I've been considering that.
If you were on Society 6, I would plop down my money for like a comforter, or we've been looking for a bedspread for our bed, and I made a mural of a seal thing behind it, and I've been looking for something to go with that. So just putting that
interesting. I had Matt Pilsner come and take pictures of a lot of my paintings to make sure. I get nervous about printing things larger than the actual paintings are. But I've never tried anything before, you know what I mean? So I don't want things to be pixelated.
Yeah.
The largest prints that I can do are 11 by 17. So that's the largest that I've sold so far. But I'd be willing to sell things as large as prints, as large as the paintings were, I think.
Yeah.
And I feel like cameras are good enough that I probably could do them larger, but I get nervous. So, but it's in the works. I just haven't done it yet. Because once again, it's just me, and I'd rather be painting.
So I see Juliana hanging out in the wings, looking amazing, by the way.
Hot.
I was just wondering, so you're going to be painting, and we're going to be listening to Juliana and watching you painting. I was wondering if you could just like talk a little bit about the process that you're about to do before our eyes.
Okay, so I'm going to sneak back here a little bit closer. So what I've done already is I have, now it's all washed out. Oh, that's better. Is I have done like base washes, and then I have, I think my arm's the problem. And then I have masked out some of where the lighter things will be, including the whale. And this, what I'm going to be doing is putting in my wave shadows, which is, to me, it's kind of like the blueprint. Once I get these in, then I don't have to pay so much attention. Like I can be like, I don't have to be like, all right, there's one. Once I get all the shadows in, then I can be like, oh, great. This is a wave. This is a shape. This is a this. And then it's, But I think that this is one of the more exciting visual parts because it's more like the waves appear as you paint them. So
Yeah.
that's what I'm going to be doing.
All right. So everybody follow Susan Deconcini on her Instagrams and her YouTube channel. Check out her website if you are interested in commissions and you have ideas. She's a lovely human being, and it's so good to see you and chat with you. And I know we're going to play some games in a little bit, but we're going to take a quick little transition over to Juliana Finch, who's going to play some music.
Hey.
All right. We'll see you in a bit, Susan.
Great.
Hello. Hi, friends. It's good to see you.
Hello.
Again. This is so funny because I was looking at like what songs am I going to play tonight, and realized that I have played this song every time I've been on Quarantinapalooza, and tonight it's more appropriate than it's ever been.
Okay.
So at first I was like, I'm not gonna play this song, and then I was like, well, now I have to play this song. And Sarah, I realize now why you requested it, because look at all these amazing watercolors. So this is a water creature appropriate song, and it's called The Seal Wife. She says she'll marry a boy who can sing the ocean to her door. A sailor, he'll be her everything. She'll never ask for more. But the sea has its own will, and a human heart has rooms to fill. A cry coming from the ocean floor says, leave the shore. She says he carries a storm in his eyes, dark as a western wave. Salt air in every kiss and sigh. He keeps her close and safe. But the sea has its own will, and the human heart has rooms to fill. A cry coming from the ocean floor says, leave the shore. Living through another skin, can't remember who you are or where you've been. I'm calling you, I'm calling you, I'm calling you, dive in. He says he married a girl of the sea. She left him with the tide. Now her voice calls to him patiently. Across a great divide. sea has its own will, and your human heart has rooms to fill. A cry coming from the ocean floor. Leave the shore. Leave the shore. Leave the shore. Oh, hold on. Let me check that out. Let me work on that. Hold on. Technical challenges. I'm just going to turn it down on here a little bit. And then hopefully I won't be too quiet. Does it sound better? It's a Focusrite. Weren't you guys having this problem with a Focusrite recently? Oh, why don't you take me out for a second? And I'm going to switch to something else. All right. Be right back.
Hey, people who are just watching me paint now. Okay, good. Good. I'm not good at talking and painting at the same time.
Covered in the signs of myself, feeling farther from a day in June. Hear the ringing of the bell that haunts me. Another hour I push through. Ooh, and I'm with you.
If anybody had any questions, I'm kind of trying to eyeball
in the water where the bridge is sinking,
good.
where the city gets the best of me. Stick together like the bonds that made us. We are brighter than the brightest sea, and I'm with you. Ooh, and I'm royal blue.
Does this work?
Are you chasing God's
I can never remember. Is this the front or is this the front? They don't make that very easy. Okay.
And it's never gonna be just perfect, and you'll never be satisfied. But a wandering heart sees more than one that stays inside. Oh, and I'm with you. I'm royal blue. Are you chasing gods you'll never find? When I love you
Take 2. We can do this. It's just the internet. We haven't been doing this for 13 months or anything. All right. Sue talking about buffering the Vampire Slayer made me want to play this song. It's not about vampires, unfortunately. But it is about high school. Sitting up on the roof at our parents' house, counting the days until we can get out. One more Monday is coming on fast. For the small town survivor at the head of the class. They asked were we fine. We said yes every time, hoping that someone would see through the lie. We were the other girls, raised on pretending. But there was a part for us in that storybook ending. Now that we're grown, we see we're not alone. What do we find? The other girls were here all the time. Pushing on through, keeping our heads down. Dodging sticks and stones with our hearts on the ground. Running out of places to keep all that shame. Until just someone calls us by our name. And I know your scars, 'cause they're the same ones I got on my heart. We were the other girls, raised on pretending. Was a part for us in that storybook ending. Now that we're grown, we see we're not alone. What did we find? The other girls were here all the time. All the time. until you can come out.
Beautiful.
Oh, thanks. I love playing with a painter. It's so cool. I got to do this once at a live show. There was an oil painter on stage, and it was very hard to not, turn around and look at what she was doing the whole time.
I guess that's part of the fun with me is that I don't have to look. Yeah.
It's distracting in like a great way. Yeah, the design, sorry if that made a lot of noise just now. They're designed for podcasters, not musicians. All right. This is a request. My set was like too hopeful, so I had to throw in something a little dark and stormy in there. I actually already had kind of a dark and stormy song in there with this one. This is an upbeat song, at least. It's an upbeat song about your engagement not working out. Not yours, I don't know you, not specifically, audience member, but maybe it'll be cathartic for you. I don't know. This is a song called Barrel of a Ring. I'm all messed up in the head. Got a pair of feet so cold they can't be worn by the devil's coals. You got eyes for only me, but I like everything I see. You picture that Long Island and I keep walking single file. Now I'm staring down the barrel of a ring. That life before me dangling by an apron string. Something inside me tighter than a coiled spring is gonna break. What will it take? What will it take? Whatever makes this easier on you. I hope your heart's a last of breaking my long line of bad mistakes. Now I'm staring down the barrel of a ring. Got a life before me dangling by an apron string. Something inside me tighter than a coiled spring is gonna break. What will it take? What will it take? What will it take? Yeah, I'm staring down the barrel of a ring. That life before me dangling by one apron string. Something inside me tighter than a coiled spring's about to break. What will it take? What will it take? What will it take? What will it take? What will it take?
Woohoo!
Thanks. All right, while we're down here. While we're down here in that... today feels kind of spooky for me. I don't know. I got my shot yesterday, my second shot. 2 vax, 2 furious.
Thanks.
I'm very excited. But I also feel like I got hit by like a small bus, just a little one. I'm still very glad I got it. But it's made me feel kind of like spooky today. So I wanted to play a song I normally only play
Halloween.
Kind of around Halloween time. I know it's April, but time's a flat circle. We're on the other side of the Persephone cycle now. She's coming. We can talk about the underworld a little bit. This is a song I wrote when I was thinking about like what would happen if two witches, like fictional witches, had like a Wild West showdown.
Love it.
And what would that kind of feel like? So this song is called Salt. It has a sing-along part for people at home. I'll just pretend I can hear you. So and it doesn't have any words, it's just oohs. So I'll ooh, and you can sing it to yourself at home and know that we're all singing it, we're all oohing together.
Stu will do it.
Yeah. Go. Great job. Want something, give a wiggle. They come a-running when you ring. You tied your knot around me, but I slipped that flimsy thing. You try your best to ground me, but I keep on taking wing. Meet me down by the river. Bring your bag and bring your stones. You want blood and not deliver. One of us will take a long way home. All right, here you go. Under a waning moon, white as anger, black as fear, wrote my name in salt and ashes, lilac flower and a lover's tear. You cast your pain in circles, you wanna make it disappear. You want a vessel for it. Well, honey, you won't find it here. Meet me down by the river. Bring your bag and bring your stones. You want blood and not deliver. One of us will take a long way. So take the long way home.
Woohoo!
Thanks. Thanks for singing along, friends. So I have one more, if that's cool. Is that cool? Stage managers and okay, great. And then I'm gonna drink my extremely fancy soda that I made myself tonight. It just, everything looks fancier if you put a cherry in it and drink it in a champagne glass.
That is true.
Don't put me in charge of anything. I have a single coming out next month. I'm excited because I haven't made anything in a long time. I think a lot of us can relate. I wrote the song a while ago, but we recorded it back in October on our band retreat and mixed it down, and then it's going to be a thing in the world that you can have, dear friends, in just a couple weeks. And it's called Comet. Also, this is my 4th time on this show. Thank you very much for bringing me back. I think if I get one more, I get one of those like jackets like they give on Saturday Night Live, right? I get the like 5-timer club. Lost in the mail. Oh, sweet. All right, this song is called Comet. Thanks, y'all. Thanks a bunch.
It's time for games. It's time for games. Yeah, it's time for games. I don't know if people can hear me, but I love you. Oh, okay.
I love
Also,
you too, Sarah Donner.
I will say this in front of everyone. I love you, and thank you for coming. Thanks for coming back on.
Oh my God, thanks for not evicting me after 3 visits.
We can send you like this pickle T-shirt. We could send you a kitten.
We'll send you this cat. A free cat. Is it like a punch card situation where you do 5 shows and then you get a kitten in the mail?
You get a kitten. Yes, absolutely. How are your critters doing? You've got some critters.
They're good. My little arthritic doggy is drugged up tonight. Otherwise, fine.
Good.
And the cats are all fine.
Good. I love your shirt. You're very 40s this evening.
Oh, yeah, it is kind of like,
I don't know,
floofy.
Floofy.
I was like, I have an excuse to wear a shirt that's not a t-shirt and to wear lipstick for the first time this month.
I know, right?
So thank you for that.
Oh, yes, you're welcome. Yeah, I basically wear my pajamas all day, and then when I start teaching, I put on a blazer and maybe some earrings.
Nice.
On top of the pajamas, and I feel like that'll do.
That's what I did for our New Year's show. I was wearing like my pajama jumpsuit, and I just put a glittery blazer on the top of it.
Good enough.
Theater magic.
Say. Absolutely. We are gonna play some games.
Woo!
Yes.
I don't know if I am. I might. Do you need another person? If you need me, I'm
crying right now.
Grant is, but I have to go back to the cottage.
Yes, we need to do a little transition for Susan. Also, that just like watching you, how fast are you? You're so fast.
That's how fast I am. That's how fast. This is how fast I am.
Did you just? I mean, I suppose you've gotten speedier as you've gone along. And can you talk a little bit, quick, just about that pen? Like you were like double fisting a brush and a pen.
I'm. Okay, so this is it's like they're called aqua pens. And for a long time, they weren't great. Here, and they basically have a water reservoir in them.
Huh.
So, like, I don't know if you can see that. I'm trying to pull it up to a spot.
Yeah.
Oh.
And so basically you squeeze it and water comes out. And so then in the other hand is my brush.
So cool.
Of paints. And I don't know about other people, but I like to use liquid watercolors. And the kind that I really like is this Dr. P.H. Martin's Hydrus watercolors. And because Sarah, you know how much of a nerd I am, I make paint recipes. I'm gonna move my camera. I'm just giving you a warning. So basically, it's like this many drops of this color, this many drops of this color.
What?
Yeah.
Yep.
That's on your ceiling?
It's just
That's
pinned
awesome.
up there right above, so I can go like, oh, I need it to be more purpley or something like that.
Yeah, like if you need to be consistent about something and like have
Right, and that's the nice thing.
Expectation every time.
I don't waste any paint.
Yeah, that too.
I don't waste any paint.
Well, that was amazing. Thank you very much for continuing your art while we did the thing. Juliana Finch, thank you so much for playing some music. I know Susan's going to join us from games, but she needs to run off.
I need
to run across
where there's
the septic field and to your house, right?
Yes. It has giant poppies painted all over it.
Awesome.
Yeah,
all right.
You all seem a little bit helpless right now.
Sure. Yeah.
Some rebels on a hot night, laughing at my sister as she's dazzling the room. Then you walked in and my heart went boom, trying to catch your eyes from the side of the ballroom. Everybody's dancing and the band stopped falling, crying to the rhythm that as we wine and dine. Grab my sister and I whisper, yo, this one's mine. Ooh, my sister makes her way across the room to you, and I think for a second that I'm through. She grabs her body arm, I'm thinking I'm through. And she looks back at me and suddenly I'm helpless. Oh, through those eyes, sky's the limit. I'm helpless. I know I'm down for the count and I'm drowning in helpless. That boy is mine, that boy is mine. Helpless. I know I'm down for the count and I'm drowning in him. 1 week later, I'm writing your letters nightly. Now my life gets better every letter that you write me. Laughing at my sister cause she wants to join our harem.
I'm just saying, if you really love me, you would share it.
Ha! 2 weeks later in the living room stressing. My father stole the face while you're asking for his blessing. I'm dying inside as you wine and dine, and I'm trying not to cry because there's nothing that you really can do. My husband makes his way across the room to you, and I get nervous thinking halfway through. He grabs your body arm and says, be true. Then you look back at me and suddenly I'm helpless. Oh, into those eyes, sky, I'm helpless. I go down for the count and I'm drowning. Helpless. Oh, look into your eyes and the sky's the limit. Helpless. Down for the count and I'm drowning.
I don't have a dollar to my name, an acre of land, a trip to command, a dime for fame, all time my honor, a tolerance for pain, a couple of college credits and my top-notch brain. Insane, your family brings out a different side of me. Peggy confides me, Angelica tried to take a bite of me. No stress, my love for you was never in doubt. We'll get a little place in Harlem and we'll figure it out. I've been living without a family since I was a child. My father left, my mother died, I grew up wild, but I'll never forget my mother's face that was real. And all the time I lied, lying, swear to God you'll never be the same.
I look to your eyes and the sky's the limit. New York, you can be a new man. In New York, you can be a new man. In New York, you can be a new man.
I don't know if you noticed, but there was a special secret someone on the djembe. Miss Tomalani, give it up.
Hey girl, everybody wants to come to the show. I'm Sarah Donner.
I'm Joanna Burns.
I'm Mark Applegate.
I'm Matt Campbell.
And you need to come and see a show at the Arts Council of Princeton on April 16th. But guess what? You don't even have to come to the show. You can stay home.
I'm in
And your comfy couch.
Wearing your sweatpants.
Wear your sweatpants. Don't wear pants.
no pants.
You choose. It might come cannonballing down from the sky, gleaming its eye, bright as a rose.
We're gonna have lots of show tunes. I mean, all show tunes.
When does this happen in the show?
When does this happen in the show? What?
There are people out there unafraid of revealing.
Here's what I like most about this show so far. I love the little crazed look in everyone's eyes in their videos that I've been editing that just says, we've been in a pandemic and we've been in a house for too long. It is delightful. It brings me great joy. I love it.
Or are you someone out there who's a little bit like me, who knows deep down I'm not where I meant to be?
And you'll see fabulous people like Matt and like Joanna and like me and thousands of kittens, all the kittens you could ever want.
Is this too bright? Have I blown out my own human face? We'll
There's a
see live.
Come see us sing. Come see us dance. More sing than dance. Or
Come
dance
see
and
us
sing.
without pants.
Mostly safe for children.
Go to the artscouncilofprinceton.org website, grab yourself a ticket for Cabernet Cabaret 2021.
A dream that will need all the love you can give.
And you should get a ticket. And we'll see you on April 16th. 7:30?
Can we start a rap? Right, here we go.
Okay.
Europe can come, US can come, other continents can also come. The US is not a continent by itself, but it still can come to the show. Take it.
Ooh. Oh. Ooh. Ooh.
There you go, Joanna. You are right. Africa's a country and not a country or a state.
We're awesome! Come see the show! Woo, woo.
My neighbor sees me this week.
Oh no!
A single thread in the tapestry, though its color brightly shines, can never see its purpose in the pattern of the grand design. And the stone that sits on the very top of the mountain's mighty face doesn't think it's more important than the stones that form the base. So how can you tell what your life is worth, or where your value lies? You can never see through the eyes of man. You must look at your life through heaven's eyes. Lie, 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 a shepherd boy is greater than the richest king. If a man lose everything he owns, has he truly lost its worth? Or is it the beginning of a new and brighter birth? So how do you measure the worth of the man by what he builds or buys, and how much he gained or how much he gave? The answer will come. Answer will come to him who tries to look at his life through heaven's eyes. And that's why we share all we have with you, though there's little to be found. When all you've got is nothing, there's a lot to go around. No life can escape being blown about by the winds of change or chance. And though you'll never know all the steps, you must learn to join the dance. You must learn to join the dance.
Lie, 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 lie,
Lie,
lie,
lie,
lie,
lie,
lie,
lie,
lie.
lie, 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 lie,
Meow 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 meow. Are we ready for some games?
Yeah,
We
let's
might be
do
ready
it.
for some games. I think we're audible.
I don't know.
La la la. La
Let's
la
see.
la 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 la. There's so many versions of that.
It's a syllable that just travels across genres.
Right?
Rissy, Blythe, how are you?
Good.
Hello.
Hello and welcome to the games portion. Games! Basketball games.
I see that Sue has made it to her house, her couch. Sue's made it to her couch, but she's still muted.
I'm mute.
Maybe she was saying things that are
I
not
made
meant
it.
for everyone's ears.
You can see
where-
my comically large painting
Yes.
of my couch and is way too big for the room, but it's still pretty.
Yes.
We also have a special guest, Rachel Donner, in this evening to play some games.
Yeah.
Emails.
Where is that sexy piece of a man of yours, Susan?
Grandpants, you're being called for. He was glad to be like figure it out and stuff like that. So
All right. We want to give a special welcome to our friends, the Damsels of Dorkington, Blythe, Risky, Amanda, who are joining
Grant.
she's here, who are joining us for our Jackbox games, and then also special guests, Rachel Donner, and then Grandpants Deconcini and Susan Deconcini. Welcome everyone. We're going to do some games, and the audience, you are special and you are welcome to join in as well as we wrap up this evening for the next 45 minutes or so with some Jackbox games. And also this is a good point to mention Daniel Neruda, and a very special thanks for our wizard human friend.
Yeah.
Wizard.
Maybe a wizard and human, I don't know.
I don't know.
Is a wizard human? I don't know, but Daniel's amazing. So put your emojis together in the chat for Daniel for keeping this thing running smoothly and all the wonderful
I love how he
work that
spent
he
like
does.
13 months keeping us on the rails. Sorta. Like he does his best.
Maybe it was mutual.
Oh, maybe. I hope
Blythe,
so.
are you taking selfies?
Yes, Sean was adamant that we take selfies because we were both dressed up for the first time in a very long time.
Okay.
We didn't get a selfie at the time, and then he just got home and was like, "We have to take a selfie right now." And I'm like, "I'm on the stream," and he's like, "I don't care, we're doing it now."
Okay, so I was like, Blythe is either taking selfies or she is having a stroke. Like, what's going on here? Because you're just staring off into the distance with the most Twitter-pated look on your face. It was great.
Yep, that's my selfie face.
We didn't get it.
And Sean isn't happy with any of the pictures we took.
I mean,
No, honestly, I don't know what I would have done without this the last 13 months. I'm still not entirely sure this isn't just all in my head.
Oh man, I don't know I don't know.
where's Amanda?
Just an elaborate Truman Show situation.
See, I forgot about Amanda.
You can
She
see
doesn't
Amanda's
exist
hand
anymore.
over there, waving, I think.
The hand of Amanda?
The hand of Amanda.
Amanda?
The
Amanda.
Hand Amanda.
Panda? Hand-manda sounds like a puppet that needs to be made.
That's the next puppet.
You're funny.
Karate Joe says, "Hello, Rachel. How is Jim Jam and Puff Puff?"
They're doing just fine. Sleeping somewhere.
Yeah, that like sounds just like a cat.
Just like they do.
Yeah.
Now I know where Jim Jam and Puff Puff come from.
Rachel, you went hunting for mushrooms yesterday. How did that go?
I found nothing. It's too dry and too early in the season.
Oh, what do you have in your area? Do you get morals?
Apparently, but it's like I said, it's too early in the season right now. So actually, I'm wearing my mushroom shirt right now.
Yeah.
Do you like find a guy in a corner and he knows a guy who knows a guy? How do you find mushrooms?
Yeah. Yeah, no, I don't have, I'm new to this area, so I don't actually like know where anything is around here. So I have to like figure it out. So.
Ooh.
Well, you found those oyster mushrooms that you brought over.
Right.
months
That
ago.
was
Yeah.
like totally on accident. That's like around the corner from my house on a stump.
Yeah. Is that stump still growing oyster mushrooms? Because I've been jonesing. Those were amazing.
Not at the moment, but I'm gonna keep my eye on it as the spring continues.
Awesome.
Like I said,
Those
it's
words, I
dry
love
right
them.
now.
Oyster mushrooms. What's an oyster? I heard he has a big batch of oyster mushrooms in. And, I'm sorry.
Hi, Grant.
Grant just got shushed.
Apparently, morals like come up after a thunderstorm, like they like lightning.
That's good to know because we live in a swamp. So,
But yeah, so apparently, whenever lightning is struck, that's where morals are more likely to be found. I don't know anything about chanterelles other than that they have many deadly mimics.
That was a cackle, I think.
That was quite a cackle. I was like, whoa.
You love a good cackle.
All right.
Grant, how are you doing, man?
Good, man. I'm hanging in there. I'm doing 100 things for 100 different people. You know how it is. Like,
yeah.
Everybody's handyman right now, right? Like,
yeah.
What do you got to
you
do?
know how I'm having a great time?
Yeah.
I'm not having a great time.
Yeah.
He likes when people say, here is my problem. Do it, fix it. In
Yeah.
your shop in a controlled environment.
No,
and
I'm
here's
getting
your
a lot of, like,
deadline.
I'm getting a lot of like next Tuesday. I got a guy delivering a bunch of what was it?
Mushrooms?
No, it was like lawn gnomes. You know, you like the.
Oh,
I've not heard this.
We know lawn gnomes. Yeah.
The lawn gnomes, the yard gnomes.
Yes, I understand.
Like a gnome, like with a G.
Yeah. There was a guy who was getting a shipment of them in from China.
Oh, that guy.
Yeah. Now she knows.
You know, the gnome guy.
The gnome guy. Well, he wasn't the gnome guy. He was the guy with a bunch of shit from China.
It was like 1,000.
So wait, you're
gnomes.
somehow involved with
Nightmare.
1,000 yard gnomes?
Yes. And
He's in too deep, guys. Save yourselves. Don't get involved.
Oh dear.
I met this guy at a warehouse down the street, around the bend.
In New
I
Jersey.
In the seedy side of Lambertville.
And he was like, hey, I bought 1,000 gnomes from China, and I need to unload the truck at 5 a.m. Will you help me? And I was like, cash? Sure, cash.
Wow.
Okay, so
I would have forgotten to
What's
ask
in
for
the
money.
gnomes?
I would have just
Theater-
been like, yeah, sure. I'll meet you down at this warehouse in the middle of the night. I
So
see
not
no
only
problem
was it
with
like
this.
lawn gnomes, it was small dinosaurs, right? And
A lot of like cheap
oh,
like toys.
that thing when you're a kid at the dentist with the teeth with the giant brush, you know, where they like try to teach you how to brush things well. Like
Yeah.
that was it. This guy was the guy.
Grant, have you been selling your body? Like, does theater really need to come back so you can do props work again?
He is selling his body.
I'm not gonna.
Hey, that's the argument. If you are moving things and possibly hurting your back and stuff like that, that's
Well, look, sex work is work, and it's totally cool.
that's
Like,
I wouldn't call it sex
you're
work,
selling.
but-
It's not sex work, but you're selling your body.
Wants to play some games. Yeah. Let's play a game.
I was just gonna add that oyster mushrooms are a lot better than actual oysters.
Did you sign in? Or?
yeah, I got some gnomes down by the docks
okay.
that gotta be moved. That's something.
All right.
No, I'm not signed in. Okay.
Oh, I think you lost your chance, man.
Okay, that's fine. There's lots of this.
I'll back out if you need me to.
No. Oh, please.
I'm much
you
better
can't.
at
We'd have to
tackling.
restart the game.
No, you are in. I am out. Do it.
Go. Chop, chop. You can join the audience.
I will join the audience.
Yeah, you
Or
join
I'll
the
just
audience.
keep
You can make
hanging
things
out
different.
with chat over here.
All right.
I got my friend Rob and Valerie. We got Sari over here. Yeah, we got Karate Joe. I'm cool over here.
All right. All right. Well, those of you on the audience side, you're about to get a prompt. Prompt. There you go. You want to join in? Join in.
Enter the room code JZBT.
There you go.
A bunch of us in chat are talking about how we'd sell our bodies, but the expiration date is passed.
Oh, I'm a little smelly. I feel it. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like just creating expectations. People are gonna want you to like do stuff.
Yeah.
Doing stuff is the worst. Also,
It is.
people are the worst. Did you know?
Yeah.
Worst.
Might hurt
The
your back.
smell of laughter. My name's Schmitty, and I provide something of a concierge service for a price. And extra players can put in that room code
sounds
and
like sex
vote in
work
the
to me.
audience.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Speaking of
Let's
which.
kick it off with round one. You're about to see a couple of different prompts on your device. Enter your best response for each, then go head to head against another player's best stuff. Oh, and everyone else gets to vote on their favorite. You'll rake in the points based on the percentage of people who dig your response. Got it?
Making the chat.
Great.
Yeah.
Chat, you're making me laugh.
This is such a relaxing cute room. It's just like all just like lovely friends. Not like our enemies that we sometimes have on.
Yeah. You know.
I'm gonna point this camera down at my crotch a little bit, but not for reasons you might expect.
Not for reasons you might expect.
Just look at these little guys. It's like, ugh.
Yeah. I mean, I think this is the longest they've ever been out of their pen.
And they just want to sit on our laps.
Yeah. Well done.
Oh, I'm relying on a lot of internet things to carry my jokes. We'll see.
We'll see who's been on the Reddits.
Them Reddits, y'all. I tell you what.
I got another poems though. Poems with the frog. I'm sorry, I can't match it. Sorry.
Oh, the poem for your Sprague guy? Yeah. Love that guy.
Right?
He's real good. There's also Shkoodle Doodle Doo, who does the ones about people's pets that always make me cry.
Don't let me down.
Oh, Grant Sue, Rissy, Grant Sue.
Let's get the
Hello! Lovely to meet you.
Finish the
Seen
round.
you
Roses
on
are red, violets are
Blue
blue.
before.
I got this
You've
card
not.
blank.
Forgot Juliana and Rachel.
Well, I wasn't introduced. I was just introducing people who were
Show
talking.
some love.
Okay. I was like, why aren't you playing?
Oh, I'm not playing.
Oh, so much crotch kitten action.
Crotch kittens. Hell, like.
And now.
Valerie says Michael is scratching his crotch and saying, "Look at these little guys."
Blank.
Valerie, I love you.
Ah, well, I know what I'm voting for.
Oh, nice.
Yes.
Callback time, friends.
Wow. Well done, Jules.
Thanks.
Damn.
Boom.
100%.
Let's see how they.
I should thank Grant.
What shape never took off with animal
What about
crackers? Now it gets real. Pick your favorite.
What are you doing? Hey, baby.
I love that because it's just a cracker, right?
Yeah.
All right, check this out. Relationship rules: never go to bed angry and never wake up blank.
Dead?
Oh.
Okay. Choose your favorite.
I think I'd fail both of those.
Oh man.
Oh man! But if it were like
TMI, sir.
a rule to never wake up with a boner, like there'd be 8 million divorces per
Yeah,
second.
that's a really hard thing. hard. Oh, no, Grant.
Boom.
Mananda.
Yeah.
Wow.
Let's do it.
Next.
Oh, I was like, where's Mananda?
Communal fridge.
She's over there.
Hi.
Oh no.
Amanda's ascended to the spirit of the Jackbox. She is one with it.
Going up to the spirit of the box.
Mananda's sitting over there because it's a little bit closer to the hot tub, which is exactly where we're all headed as soon as we're done with this.
I'm surprised you didn't just
You want a
do
toe?
it from there.
You want a toe? I can get you a toe.
I liked yours, Blueberry.
Thank you.
I believe you.
Anaerobes cause botulism.
They also smell really bad.
And now, pick your favorite.
Yes, yeah.
Wait, someone record those quotes for next week's.
Every week I make the Facebook event and I'm like, I need a quippy thing to put under it. And
Anaerobes cause botulism could be your quippy thing.
Is that quippy? Because it's true.
Well,
Let's woo. Yeah, I fucking knew it. Nobody would get it because nobody's online enough. The UWU is like a.
Excuse me, I get it. Bletz was funnier.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, you eating my ass is funnier.
That would be pretty funny because it's so unrealistic.
Thank you.
Ooh.
Actually, reusable condoms are already a thing. The sheepskin ones.
Yeah, that's true.
What? Rinse?
Wait, seriously?
Yeah, it's true.
The procedure?
But also not particularly effective.
No, they're not. Yeah, it's
weird.
It's one of those like sheepskin condoms are for like weirdos that really enjoy doing things like the pioneers did, even though they're less effective.
Next up, a group of taxi.
You also can blow up their bladders and make balls to play with.
Right?
Oh, that's fun. They did that in Little House on the Prairie.
I remember that. Oh, right.
Bladder. Yay.
Rob Atkins wants you to know, Rissy, that he got it and he voted for it.
Thank you!
Both of these are really good.
They are, and they're the exact opposite thing.
I know.
If only they were.
Makes about as much sense as the tax code.
Yep.
This is a good time to mention that the collective noun for a group of finches is a charm.
Aww. I had a
Those are
charm
my
of finches
favorites.
in my bush. Wait, no, that's awful.
Heyo.
I'm training to be a magician, and well, you work with what you have. I don't have a top hat.
Round 2 is upon us. Put on your best quip face because the
Sports, go
points are
sports.
doubled and the tension is thick.
I do want to point out that like most of you are co-hosts. You could all mute her.
That's so many button clicks, though. It just seems like a lot of effort.
Okay, I'll work on something for next week.
I need a hotkey.
And also, we can't mute the third and fourth hosts of this show. There they are.
Unmutable. I like this.
All I'm trying to do is amuse myself, honestly.
Yeah.
And Blythe, but mostly myself.
shit.
Let's
What, you running out of time?
Yeah.
Oh no!
I had it typed and I just literally had, like, was hovering over the send button and didn't hit it in
not
time.
to get into a van with blank on it.
Oh, dang.
I would get into both of those vans.
I would, yeah. Although, well, I guess with the free tacos, you'd expect them to just lean out of the van and give them to you.
And with the Avengers logo, you go in with the taco.
Right.
Obviously, we need both.
Fair, right? Yes.
Right.
Avenger tacos.
All right, so now we need to classify all the Avengers as tacos, sandwiches, and pizzas, right?
Captain America is a whole snack, that's all I know.
But is a hot dog a sandwich?
Right.
It would always succeed.
Is a burrito a sandwich?
No, it's a burrito.
And I think we decided. Who decided that a hot dog is actually a taco?
No, I don't think it's a decision.
It's a sandwich.
It's a continued debate. There's no.
No, Amanda said that a hot dog's actually a taco.
That
so
doesn't-
I'm gonna go
A hot dog is a taco.
I can see that, but a taco's also a sandwich.
Well, yes.
Wait, no, there's no way. Look,
Rotate the taco, and now it's a sandwich. You've got starch surrounding filling.
Oh, both binary!
I'm sorry. What?
1100001111000.
This is beautiful that these two are both here.
So happy.
I think it's the. Yes.
it's not the binary
Flight of the-
solo from front of the
Flight of the
Conchords.
Chords, yeah, 001 101 Can't we just talk to the humans?
Okay,
No,
what's next?
because they are dead.
The best way to convince fast
The
food
humans are
customers
dead.
to get a value
The
deal.
humans are dead. Humans
Time to
are
pick the one you
dead.
like best.
These poisonous gases. And we poison their asses. That's my favorite part.
Oh, I just timed out Rob Akins.
Why
Look,
did you do that?
I have a new phone
You're rude.
and it's doing weird things. Rob, I did not mean to time you out, buddy.
New phone, who this?
I deleted it.
What have you done?
Stop
No,
harassing our
no,
guests.
no, I don't know what's going
Don't
on.
harass the audience.
Let's keep it going. Something
You can't do anything now from that.
I timed him out for 300 seconds. I didn't want to do that.
Don't try to fix it.
All
You
right,
can't.
vote for the one you
I
like
can't.
best.
I tried. Rob, I love you, man. He
Oh,
just
this is
said
excellent.
Yes, FOTC, which I don't understand, and apparently I banned him for it.
What?
You need. Maybe you just have too much power.
Betrayal.
Can't handle it.
It wasn't even a
Invented
cat club. It was just my
power!
thumb grazed. Look, I just got a Pixel. I don't know how to use it.
Oh.
That was so good, Sue.
Very good.
Well done.
Well done indeed.
And next, did you see the
Valerie's telling you to
sale
take my
on
wrench away.
off-
Yeah, that's fair.
Off-brand perfume blank.
Can't handle it.
Oh.
Here's the fun part.
Also, I have
Favorite
4
kid.
kittens on me and no beer.
That seems like a problem.
Whose fault is
It
that?
does.
That seems like a blues song.
You need to teach those kittens to bring you beers.
Yes,
Yeah,
attach little carts to them.
Ooh, nice.
I feel like you should have figured this out by now. Michael. I mean, it's been how many
That's
years?
fair.
I liked yours, Jules. It was so good. It was.
Thank you.
It's not your fault that everyone else is a Philistine.
Mine was a panicked answer, to be honest with you, and it should have won 0 votes. It should have won 0 votes. I took too long on the first question, honestly.
I don't think kids should be advertising themselves as horny. That's gonna attract the wrong people.
What age is this detective agency, kids?
Yeah, I'm like,
That's more like if kids were running that show where they try to catch predators.
right, yes, exactly. That's,
And
yeah.
they call themselves HIK. but really means 20 interested kids.
Oh, come on! No.
I don't know.
Rob just texted me.
Nice
He
job,
says
Rachel.
FOTC is fled the Concords, and it's fine. He talks too much anyway.
Aww, I really miss
Sorry,
Watch a
Rob.
Predator.
He's actually being offensive. You were like, that's it.
No, I don't know what happened.
I love this. I would go to that mall.
Yeah.
Hi there. Yeah.
Cattle prods, but you know, whatever. Security guards with cattle prods. I don't know.
Security guards with cattle prods.
You see, there's something that went a little viral. It was like a prank, but it was someone tasing, security guard tasing someone who didn't have their mask on, and then everyone in the vicinity that didn't wear masks was like, "Oh shit! Oh shit! Oh shit! Oh shit!" And they all put their masks on. It was very funny.
And no ticket.
Ooh. Just see, I liked your answer on that
Ooh,
one better than my own.
Thank you. Thank you. I guess tonight I'm in not popular but critical garlic mode.
I'm going to send
critical
each of you
garlic.
a prompt.
Yep.
Which I'm fine with.
Critical garlic.
Responses.
Oh, garlic.
Ah, that sounds good.
I could fuck up some garlic.
There you go.
I honestly don't know why I'm a mod on this channel. I don't do anything constructive. You should probably take away my wrench.
Okay.
Look at these little jerks. Yeah, you. So cute.
Oh. Timed out.
Well, we're talking about garlic bread in the chat, and
It sounds really good.
yeah, garlic
Oh
bread.
man, yeah.
Might be a time for Q-Paloo.
3 ways to take your next book club meeting.
The
That's-
last time I made quesadillas.
So, like, drunk Sarah likes to throw grated cheese on a tortilla and put it in the microwave, I think.
Yeah.
And it's just it's called the cute Paloo quesadilla.
God, it's awesome.
Excuse me?
I cannot believe I won with that.
3 things you would say to a wolf.
So that's
to
literally
survive
what my
as
AP
your
Lit and Comp
grandma.
class in high school was. The professor turned 7 white girls into like really ardent anti-racists by making us read Toni Morrison. It was awesome.
Good. How you do it?
Yeah, it was fucking amazeballs.
Wow. Wow, this one.
Wow. Wow.
This was a hard prompt.
There's
That's all
some
I'm gonna
things
say.
going on here.
Right? Yeah, there's some.
Y'all have feelings about your grandparents and wolves. I'm just saying.
There's a
delve a
lot
little
of
deeper.
there's a lot of therapy sessions in these answers.
Wow. Super quiplash. Not even just a quiplash.
People were uncomfortable with you calling your grandmother a bitch.
I
It's a
it
wolf.
was a wolf.
It's
It
a
was
wolf
I
thing.
love my grandma, but if you put a wolf in my grandma's clothes and try to pass it off as my grandma, I'm gonna tell you to shut up, bitch.
And now, pick your favorite.
I mean, you defended it well.
Right? It's just I just happen to like the urine one better because peas.
Yeah, it's fine. Listen, you don't have to defend your choice. You make your choice. Fine. I wrote
But
that
Blind,
shit
I
for
just
me.
wanted
Fuck you, Rissy! Fuck you!
I love you and your answer was valid.
Wow.
A lot of yelling happening.
This is why Q
Mom,
Blue is
can
so
you tell
important.
Mom
and
and
we
Mom
can't just shut it
that
down.
Mom
Don't make me
still
turn
wants
this
to-
stream around.
Yeah.
3 items you always see in the background
need
of
milk,
adult
baby girl.
films.
Ooh.
Why did you give me a kitten?
Wow.
Pick the one you like best.
Hashtag I'm saying that was personal photos of house owner. Not to influence you.
Yeah, they don't give you very much space to write with these
full
ones.
map of Quickie Sheet?
You never watched porn with like a school setting?
Probably not.
Porn with a school setting?
Sorry, no.
That sounds really bad, doesn't it?
Yes, it does.
That's not.
So, Valerie C., you're asking about is aggression a side effect of COVID vaccines? Have you not watched the previous 53 episodes? Like, this is light for these folks.
It's because I didn't eat dinner and then I drank a cider.
Yeah.
Aha.
Uh-huh.
This will happen.
Oh.
Damn, Jules! Yeah!
Way to get it over.
Yeah, girl.
I should play sober more often.
Why would you do that?
I believe Juliana's retiring champion here.
Am I?
Dropping the mic?
Or what game would we like next? Or drawing or words?
I don't have a strong opinion. I don't know. We have an artist playing with us this evening. Maybe a drawing one?
I'll play Drawful, that's fine.
You're pretty good at it.
All right.
Good.
Hashtag just saying.
Although my phone I got a new phone and it's a little bit smaller, which to my soul makes me happy, but not always is great for drawing, but that might make it funnier.
That's
Yes.
Grandma, peace out because he's gonna get me another drink.
Oh
before
no,
he
I'm gonna
goes
beat
to
you at
bed.
Drawful. Here we go. If we're doing Drawful, here we go.
Yeah? Okay. Oh, Gran is on board.
All right, friends, I'm gonna go get in my pajamas and watch you from my couch. That I don't mean that in a creepy way.
Are you sure?
Bye,
Jealous.
Juliana. Thank you for joining us tonight. Love you.
Thank you so much. See y'all later.
Bye.
Well, hello and welcome to Covered with Kittens.
What are we doing?
You need to.
I
You
can't
need a
get my
drink.
drink.
You need a drink before you do the Moana song.
Oh, okay.
Okay. I'm gonna go get a cocktail.
Let's go get some wine.
Bless you.
Oh, you scared
Oh, will I go?
It's cute. I'm sorry.
Violin Manuel Miranda.
So, outside. Spring.
Come on.
Oh, it is spring, isn't it?
Yeah.
We had the windows open all day. Yeah,
And we were
that's it.
outside like all day.
Yeah.
I've been staring at the edge
think
of
I'm
the
ready to
water
go to bed.
long as I can remember, never
Okay.
really knowing
I'm gonna go to
why.
bed.
Okay. Bye, Waicho.
I wish
Love you.
I could be the perfect daughter, but I come back to the water, no matter how hard I try. Every turn I take, every trail I track, every path I make, every road leads back to the place I know where I cannot go, though I long to be. See the line with the sky meets the sea, it cools me, and no one knows how far it goes.
When I had
sail and the sea stays behind me.
Video.
One day I'll go. If I go, there's just no
Bubble.
telling how far I go. I know everybody on this island seems so happy on this island. Everything is by design. I know everybody on this island has a role on this island, so maybe I can roll with mine. I can lead with pride, I can make us
I have eyelids in my eyeballs, and they keep them lubricated so I can blink. Don't you just want to put the camera in it? Like, don't you just want to put your face in the smooch? Ah! It's true. Okay.
So, quick story about that guitar.
Yeah. Oh, that guitar. That's
Sarah-
a Juliana Finch guitar.
Sarah bought that guitar because we went to Juliana Finch's wedding, and her wedding band, who are amazing, were playing that guitar.
Yeah. Yeah. It was
And Sarah was like, I need to buy that guitar. It's a Grande Bouche jazz
Grand
guitar.
Boucher.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. Oh, shoot. How have I not signed in? I was distracted by a cat on the screen. Imagine that.
I don't even know.
All right.
I don't know how to use my phone. This is
Are you
embarrassing.
okay, honey?
No, I'm not. I went out of the Samsung family and now I have no idea what's going on. It's fine. Does Pixel really love me? I don't feel like it does.
Y'all can kind of see my cat in the background. She's perched in front of the window. She's black. She is hard to see. She is the night.
Yeah, if you look directly above the flower pot and below
Yeah.
the lamp.
There she is,
Oh,
lurking.
Hello, kitty.
Well, she can't do that. Actually, she was born feral, and as such, she cannot meow.
Wait, every cat. What does born feral mean?
Well, adult feral cats do not meow to each other.
Right. That's I've heard that
okay.
that's a behavior they specifically
They mimic the
do
sound
to
of human babies.
manipulate humans.
Yeah. Like kittens will do it to their mothers, but
once they're adults, they won't do it anymore. And so
Yeah.
they've learned that making like sounds like babies at humans gets them food. Well, she's learned the behavior, but because it came too late, she's never been able to make the sound.
Except, I've heard you say that before, Rissy, but Sarah's gone through a lot of feral cats.
yeah, Sarah would know better than anyone, maybe.
Well, I don't know. There are other people who've had similar kittens online, so I know I'm not the only one to have one who is also a feral baby that can't make a meow.
No, I've definitely heard something about this. Like,
I mean, Moby was definitely a feral baby.
I assume that it varies a lot.
Adult cats who haven't. I think babies can pick things up,
yeah.
and some adults do.
I would assume
I'm
that
gonna
it
do a
like
quick impression of Moby though. She does not do an endearing meow. She goes,
I mean, as someone else in the room reminded me, remember, everything in biology is absolutes. It's all one thing or another.
All one thing.
It follows strict rules, right? Wait,
well,
no,
and
that's
I would
not it.
assume
Opposite
that
of
like
that.
you'd have to have a feral kitten that is the child of a feral mother. Or maybe a couple of generations of ferality before you have them being not exposed at all to making that sound or something.
Are you trying to start a religion?
Yes, I think the world suffers that we don't have any worship of cats.
Sari says Moby is a squeaky siren, and Rob says I make that noise for food too. Rob, does it work? Oh, he says especially for tacos. I'm glad that I
Are you playing this game?
I wasn't planning
You
on
should,
it, but I
'cause-
can. Okay, goodbye, chat.
Because the sounds that come out of Faith, like she's trying to do it, but she can't, and it comes out like she sounds like she's smoked 3 packs a day.
Oh wow! I mean, I don't know that's not a specifically feral thing. Like Squiffy makes like a noise that's
every time they meow
though. She doesn't make a meow meow sound. She just has like a. It does like I've made jokes that it does sound like she smokes too many cigarettes. Yeah.
Or what's great is when she's waking me up and it goes exactly like that.
I don't think I think a feral kitten, any cat that is feral, like under 12 weeks,
has the capacity to make the turnaround to being domesticated if they are being appropriately socialized.
Yeah, that's true.
But it
Although
becomes very difficult after 12 weeks.
Yeah, you have to
make
like
that
tame
turnaround.
them.
So
How old
you
was
have
your
to-
monster kitty when you got him?
Faith was she was, that's the problem. I don't know actually, because I think the person who got her out of the feral cat colony didn't know anything about kittens. And so I don't really know how old she was. She was very small though. And I think her eyes hadn't changed color yet. But the problem was she was not socialized because I didn't know. And the person who was my go-between basically didn't know how fucking feral she was.
When do cats' eyes change color?
Cat's eyes change
5
color
weeks,
between
right?
7 and 10 weeks.
Okay, so she's younger than that.
Yeah.
I would have put her at like maybe 5 weeks. But yeah, so I didn't know what to do with a feral kitten, and neither did my roommate because her cat was tearing up the house all the time. So we were like, let's get you a cat. They'll be friends. It's okay. I've handled the transition of introducing a kitten to older cats. I've done this 7 times. It'll be fine.
Yeah.
She'd never done it with a feral cat though. And so when Christine's cat would try to play with my cat, Faith would interpret it as a threat on her life and would respond accordingly. And thus a friendship did not develop.
It looks like we have one slot open.
That's very similar to the behavior of nerds at cons, right?
Right,
It's,
yeah, you try to
they
make
form-
friends with them, but they're like,
Everybody's in to start the game. Who's in charge?
Well, I feel like there's a slot for an audience member, perhaps.
Right, audience member person. Do we give them the option?
It's Grant.
Oh, now someone can sign in.
Oh.
I like that the square dildo truly is a square dildo.
That's Grandpants. He did it like when Jackbox first happened, and now it's just
It's his thing.
I mean, yeah.
Square dildo.
it's his thing, and he's like, "Oh, I guess I'm still that."
I don't want a square dildo. You don't want a square dildo. Does anybody want a square dildo?
I'm sure robots want square dildos.
Maybe.
Yeah.
People with square vaginas would need a square dildo because you don't want to.
Square, so maybe if they're into that.
Hanging around.
Right, exactly.
Those weird characters on that show, Roly Poly Oly. There's like the square family and the circle family.
Or, I don't know, Flatus.
I just want to say, Blythe, that your hair looks amazing.
Title. And when you're done, hit send. You'll get points for each
Oh my
player
god,
who
thank
correctly
you.
gets your title.
I did a YouTube tutorial, so thank you.
My prompt means literally nothing. Like,
In the
there's
sense
no
that
way.
it's like it's grammatically incorrect, or
It's 2 words.
Still join the audience
I don't know how to
by
draw
going
either of
TV
them.
and entering this room code.
I want to help you, but I can't.
well, I tried.
Oh my god.
Sounds gonna be this.
Antibodies in my crotch. Yeah.
30-second warning. If you don't hit send on your drawing by then, it'll be lost.
Take a quick break. Join us next week. We have Carlin Tripp.
Oh, yeah.
Our musical guest, who's fabulous. He's played our house concert series before.
He's fabulous.
God, I haven't been to a house concert in so long.
I know. Oh,
And our AMA guest is.
we can't tell you who our AMA guest is because there's still a non-disclosure.
Use your
Right.
device to type in
Or we
whatever
have
the
not
heck the
booked
prompt
one.
Or
for
we
this
haven't
drawing could be.
Whatever. Oh.
Did we?
We can talk about that. I just didn't put it in my finger dinger. Wow.
Wow.
Oh.
Gosh.
Quick, type in anything. Here are your choices. Which of these titles do you think really inspire?
Oh, wow.
I didn't even realize.
Wow. Wow.
This is really hard.
Like so many of them are so good.
They're all bad. They're all bad.
Pick something.
We're gonna lose.
And
All
here are your
lose.
picks.
It's hard. It's hard.
Feral meows. I love it.
Thanks.
I definitely see the Mario thing.
Thanks, guys. Why did you draw this?
Oh.
No.
No, I did.
Ah.
Oh, thank Christ. Okay.
Oh, well done. Well done. Why does Dad have such a weird head?
It's supposed to be his hair, and I was like, okay, that's not okay. And then I was like, I have to show that he's a man. He has to have facial hair. So I gave him a mustache.
You're wrong. You're wrong.
Mine was the Mario Robin Hood. I think he had a bow and arrow before
I thought that's what that was when the first time I looked at that.
I loved all of the Mario. I was like, oh, he really does look like Mario. Oh my god.
You're wrong.
Oh, you drew this.
I drew this. I'm not gonna say anything.
I could tell by how that thing looked.
Like terrible? Like really awful?
No, it's just the way you draw that thing all the time.
What thing?
Oh, the fish. Or the man. They can tell it's a fish and a man. I'm not giving anything away.
I don't know.
Can anyone not tell that's a fish and a man?
Okay. Well,
no table talk, Michael.
Shush.
What I love about Drawful is that you're like, the prompts are so ridiculous that you're not sure.
You're never neither sure. Of these things.
I don't know. It could be.
And here are your choices.
This was.
I give points for just cleverness and wonderfulness.
Oh gosh.
Oh, I kind of love some of these. They'll give that one likes.
Oh. Okay, who picked what?
Disturbing. A decoy.
Sorry. No.
Oh.
I love that one.
I voted for it just because it was wonderful.
Thank you. Thank you.
I loved it. I loved it.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
How did you get that?
Because when
From
you
that
got
shit I
because
drew.
the things you say, you say things when you draw them. Like I have 2 words and I have no idea how to draw those 2 words, and that's how I got that.
I was just thinking about the Swedish chef who works a lot with the fish,
I
and I
didn't
was like,
think I was eating. I'm sorry. I'm very sorry.
That's how I got it.
Yeah, that's me too.
Really?
Yes.
Yeah, I paid attention to what you said, and then when I knew you drew it.
All right. I'm sorry, everyone.
the best way
No,
to
sir.
win at poker is to adopt a really annoying accent and insist on staying in character the whole time. You'll drive everyone crazy and win because they're so distracted. I won $50 that way. Yeah.
$50. What did you do with the $50?
I spent it at Victoria's Secret because it was 2005.
Hello.
Man, I don't know.
And here are your picks.
I want some bubble tea now.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
Oh.
Thanks, Grant.
Good job, Grant. I don't think you spelled the name right.
Oh. Damn it, Michael! That was good. That was really good.
Really?
Oh man, that was so good. I was like, that's too good.
Yeah.
Like, how do you draw that? I don't know.
That's true. Yeah, no.
Nah, that title made me happy.
Terrible!
Blythe, you did the best with what you had.
Enter your titles now.
Kittens are gonna sleep so well tonight. They're just She's like, usually coupons when I get to start relax and you're full of kittens.
Okay.
Kittens!
Here are your choices.
Oh man.
Hello.
Tears, but like happy though.
Oh. Let's see what people picked.
Too easy.
Like the drawing was very good.
Thank you.
Oh.
It was so good, I had to vote for it.
Sometimes you fucking gotta. Oh, you guys love each other.
Oh, it's romance.
Romance.
Woomy. Yay, someone got it.
You did a great job with that.
Yeah. That's the problem with people who draw good. Like everybody guesses the same thing.
Right?
Oh, it's the burden that we bear in Jackpot.
Title
Ah.
now.
Oh, what? Huh?
Wow. What?
I think one of the best things about this game is that you can't like erase things.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like watercolors.
Like watercolors, you just step with it, so you better be decisive.
Goddamn.
This
Right?
illustration.
Motherfucking watercolors. I could never get them right. Trying to do it as a kid, I fucking hated that. I'm like, God damn it, watercolors! You turn into brown!
I do want to compliment Amanda on matching her sound check image perfectly. None of you got to see that, but
Was it
trust
a-
me, it's a perfect
Was it the
representation.
hello?
Wow.
Here are your choices.
Oh. What? Even.
I love
Wow.
every single answer.
Right?
All my favorite.
Right? Hiking the old Appalachian Trail, eh?
I always choose everything.
Oh.
And here are your picks.
Oh.
Lies.
Lies.
Yeah.
Damn!
Oh, what did I do?
Sorry.
Cannot believe that the people voted. Yay!
Is that what that looks like?
That's what that looks like to me, yeah.
Ah, damn you, Amanda!
Oh my gosh. What? Oh, so
You were close.
we were close.
Oh, I think, yeah. I think she's gonna use a litter box.
Did she need a potty?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
Kittens! Kittens! Kittens!
And now, this drawing.
You are right.
Yep.
Oh my.
Superhero too. She's got to tell.
This
I feel like.
makes no sense.
Oh wow. What's going on? I thought I could go to the bathroom and make a guess.
Oh, into words.
Yeah, you could just say,
Wow. What?
Wow.
Was this Sue?
drawing? That's me.
Quick, type in anything.
Yeah, and Bonnie.
Oh. And here are your choices.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, wow.
Okay, I have to do this. Oh. Aw. She needed milk?
Oh.
And here are your picks.
Wow.
Definitely needed to go.
Oh.
Like I need to go right now.
No, that's
What's great is that those Louis Vuitton purses are that are made available to most people are not actually made out of leather. They're coated canvas, and they're cheap as fuck and will fall apart.
And that's pretty much now.
Oh, wow, that was it?
Yeah.
Amanda, that's
Oh, I
perfect.
can never
Yeah.
find
What else
answers
was I
there.
like?
That's
Yeah.
That's wrong.
No.
No one knows.
right, let's do another one.
What?
And here are your choices.
Mexican radio.
I really like Apple Party.
Able party.
Apple Party, yeah.
It was me, and everyone kind of got it, which is very surprising.
This is a great drawing.
Yeah.
I can't even remember which one is actually the
Yeah.
It's
Okay,
good.
who picked what?
sit there.
Damn.
Oh, no.
Damn, Blythe. Well done.
I really wish someone would
Amanda.
run with ecumenical
Party
concept.
folk.
Okay,
Okay.
yeah. Just had an exclamation point. Got it.
All right, all right.
Oh, party.
It's a poop party.
Proper title, but whatever.
Let's take a look at our next drawing.
Huh.
Oh, buddy, you got poop all over your leg.
That'll-
I've heard that phrase before. What?
Oh, yeah, he's got. Is that? That might be old poop. I don't think
He
it's
has
fresh.
some.
Oh yeah, he wasn't the one that just moved. Okay. It's fine. It's been there a while.
It's old poop.
It's old poop. It's not getting anywhere.
I need an old poop and a young poop.
And a blue poop and something, a poop that's new and a poop that's.
Well, I was going more for The Exorcist than for your wedding day, but okay.
And a
I've
borrowed
never seen
poop.
The Exorcist.
Okay.
It's really
here are your
good.
Choices.
This is really good.
Oh, hard.
Oh.
And here are your picks.
Welcome, Grant.
Did you go potty?
Damn you. Mind on my meat and my meat on my mind. So good.
I know. You can't. You vote for the funniest ones, not even the real ones. Really.
That's when I can't figure out what it is. I'm just like, which one is my favorite?
Right.
Well, that sounds delicious.
That's kind of weird. Like, I've never actually heard that phrase, like ham for brains, used as an insult.
Yeah.
I won.
Well done, Missy. Well done.
Thank you. Thank you. I shouldn't be allowed to win at anything.
No, you deserve it.
You were most like Michael.
Was I?
Yes.
That doesn't usually happen.
Oh, Michael, you and I were neck and neck.
Yeah.
Like, neck and neck.
Well, I think we're done.
Yeah. So, we're gonna.
We're gonna say goodnight.
We're gonna say
Go in your
goodnight.
hot tub?
Maybe.
Yeah, we're gonna, and it's dark, so we don't have to have clothes on anymore. So,
Nice.
so we're gonna go do that.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's kind of cold outside.
I'll see.
Yeah,
Let's
but
get
the
like
hot
this.
tub is 102 degrees. So
I know, but the problem is that you have to get out of it at some point and not pass out.
The shock is good for you though, if it doesn't kill you.
Hey girl, everybody wants to come to the show. I'm Sarah Donner.
I'm Joanna Burns.
I'm Mark Applegate.
I'm Matt Campbell.
And you need to come and see a show at the Arts Council of Princeton on April 6th.
Thanks, everybody.
But guess what? You don't even have to come to the show.
wait, I'm gonna try to do that thing. What was the? Oh, that's it.
What is it?
This.
What are you doing?
The
Making
heart.
a heart.
It's a heart. See, blind.
No,
Yep.
I don't see it.
That.
What's this? Like, bloop? It's a heart. This? Or not?
Yeah, it's a heart.
Just for blood. How is that a heart? It's just two fingers.
Because you can see the heart. You can see the heart.